Cadre, happy Friday for those of you that it's work Monday through Friday. Well, happy Friday to everybody, and hey, TGIF to those of you that don't have to work the weekends. Today we're going to be using Chris Lindsay's CBL Cigar Shop Cowboy. Now yesterday we used Cigar Shop Indian, which on his website it said is used as the base for this one. Cigar Shop Indian was the tobacco and cherried amber scent. This one adds in gunpowder and leather. Yesterday also had way too much going on doing the straight razor, which I can't just do by reflex yet. New soap, trying to think about it all. So today we're just doing the whole thing with the beautiful, beautiful Timeless with a Wilkinson Sword blade in it, which is very mild for me. So that should make a nice easy shave. We can pay attention to the soap, the smell, the performance. And coincidentally, there's been a lot of kind of discussion on the forums at theshavingcadre.com about the zen of shaving and centering yourself and quiet time and all that stuff. And it is very true, unless you're trying to do too much at once, and then it's not very zen and calming, as yesterday showed. So center yourself, take a trip with me. All right, so this one from the tub, I thought it interesting because most of the CBL soaps I mentioned are multi-layered scents where you're not just getting one note, and I really like that. From the tub, all I got was leather. It was a great leather, I didn't mind it, but I was a little surprised that there wasn't more depth to it. As soon as I took a scoop out and smeared it into my bowl, the cherry hit from the Cigar Shop Indian one. So that's that shows that guy's in there. I'm not getting the tobacco, but I'm thinking that's because tobacco and leather probably blend pretty well, and leather is not a simple scent. There's all sorts of different types of leather that you can smell. There's a new fresh leather, there's the old worn leather, dirty leather. Kind of the difference between a crisp fresh leather or a warmer scented, deeper noted, darker, older leather. So I'm assuming that the tobacco, rather than coming across as a separate note, is blending into the leather scent. And almost in some ways, the gunpowder. Because right now as I'm shaving, if I think about it, that gunpowder is kind of dancing around with the cherry on the back end. If I hadn't used another soap with a gunpowder note, I don't know that I would notice it. Again, I think that one also can kind of change the note of the leather, but the cherry aspect of it is definitely there the entire time now. So I'd say, in my opinion, this is a great scent. Even so, it's almost like it gives you the choice, and maybe that's kind of what all of Chris's scents do. Is you don't have to think about it. You can enjoy the soaps for what they are, or you can kind of let your mind wander and spend some time trying to pull apart the notes or noticing little changes from moment to moment, almost like a wine where if you're just there socially and just want to enjoy the wine without a lot of thought, quick sniff, smells good, and go on with your evening. Whereas for some people, there's more enjoyment in spending a few minutes smelling it over and over and trying to get past the top notes onto the bottom ones. So, kind of think that's what Chris's soaps do. It's weird though, because I think Josh had mentioned this has a pretty wide water band, and I don't know that I'm finding that. I thought that I did a pretty good job mixing it up today, but it's a little bit loose. Not that it affects the performance, but I just noticed that when I end up with stuff all over my shirt or dropping down into the sink, and how much can build up on the razor before it gets rinsed off. And speaking of that, kind of a shout out to KJ, who I believe at this moment is in his hospital gown and waiting to go in for surgery. And I know everybody at the Cadre is thinking about you, brother, so we'll all be looking and waiting to hear that you're out and back home and everything's fine. It's funny, KJ's known for not rinsing his razor maybe through a whole pass and soap being built up down to his hand. But yeah, like I was mentioning, this ended up thinner than I thought it was going to be. So most soaps I don't need to spend time learning to lather. This one I do. No biggie. I buy soaps for the performance first, and then they stick around if they've got a great scent. See there, just strip it down, man. So yeah, I think I would give the CBL soaps the highest marks for scent. To me, they're up there with Ariana and Evans and Storybook in terms of interesting scent. Good, strong enough that you're not searching for it, and then just, I don't know, mentally interesting, whatever, just, you know, not just replications of everything else. So to me, on an ongoing basis, that's one of the hugest things, because there's lots of companies out there that produce soap with good enough quality to shave with, so then it's like, and then what? So Chris has the and then what down. I would say the post-shave residual is, this is my second shave with his production soaps, and it's fine. It's better than your average mass-produced soaps. I would say it's not up there at elite. It's certainly, it's where you're certainly not going to worry about, there's not enough production there, but it's not slippery like an ice skating rink. But good stuff. A lot quicker, easier shave for me today. There we go, no alum burn except for that one spot that I dinged myself yesterday. And that's really the way to do it, right? Well, I get maybe not. I was gonna say changing small enough things that your shaving experience doesn't get too distracted and you can still enjoy it, but every day has its differences and moods, and so I guess there are days where you're just in that mood, especially for me, or you're learning a new technique or something, and it's just like, I'm wide awake, in a good mood, let's put some effort into this and give a little concentration. And if you have not come and joined us at the Cadre, check it out at theshavingcadre.com. CBL soaps are from one of the members there, as well as today's brush. This is the Sorrentino. Look at that thing. Look at the grain. Oh man, Shaving Cadre brush. This thing's gorgeous. Also from one of the members. We will see. We've got somebody that works in metal work that I think people are pressuring into making straight razors, so we can do a full Shaving Cadre shave with brush razor and soap from members. Yeah, no pressure. No, just joking. I mean, you know, that's got to be a ton of work, and I think some guys will end up with a straight from him. And just because I have one doesn't mean it's going to be effective on my face. Nivea 2-in-1. Finally got in 2 more bottles of this from overseas. It comes from Germany, the place I order it from. So it's kind of funny. The last one came right to the door. This one I got a notification that I had a shipment that required an adult signature. Normally that means wine, and I got excited. You know, unexpected wine shipment. I'm all about that, and I go to the post office and they give me this little box. It's 2 bottles of the 2-in-1. I don't know how that one got marked, but it is alcohol, so whatever. So there we go. I guess I'm a little bit biased, but I'm loving these soaps, Chris. Excited to use the rest of them, excited to have them in the den, and also excited to see what else you come up with and what gets released in the future. Everybody have a great Friday, and I'll see you on the forums.